Welcome to Mission Ignition, a new leadership development podcast from Catalyzer and Catalyzer Media, organized to introduce you to our team and approach to igniting leadership growth in your organization. I'm Steve Ingalls, President and CEO at Catalyzer, and we're excited to share another episode with you. You've both talked about preparing your brain, priming your brain, anticipating some adaptability. Let me push on that just a little bit. And I want to go back to Graham's model. I've not been a sheriff. One of the three of us has. So you can tell me how you're going to prioritize your time. I've got a bunch of things that are on my plate for which I need to both resource and train my agency to execute. Regrettably, school shootings would be among those things that you would need to be training your agency to be able to respond to. They would be the high risk, high severity, low probability things. But I've got all of these other things that are on the other side, the things that I'm going to encounter every day, the things that I need to be resourced to deal with every day, whether it's high risk or low risk. How do I balance my time so that I'm ready on that worst day, as ready as I can be, and what should my comfort level be in never getting there the way that I would like to? I could train response every single day to the detriment of something else, right? How do I balance training for high severity, high probability events against the high severity, low probability events?
Well, I think that is an interesting dilemma. And it's not that you focus on strictly doing, let's say, the training for the school shooting. As I know organizations, you go into a room and pose the question, do you have a plan? Do you train for it? Yeah, we do. We have plans. We update the plans, every year. Agencies go and they'll do specific, I don't know of any agency that doesn't take the summer to go through and do an exercise with their staff. But the reality is those exercises are a culmination of the other training, the other skills coming together. Those tactical skills, the problem-solving skills, the communication skills. I would say responding to an active shooter is simply bringing those others together that a street officer is dealing with, I think, in most organizations on a daily, weekly basis, most likely, where they are facing something that could go dynamic and go bad very easily and very quickly. So I think when it comes to that, it's a recognition that it's a building of those skills. Those things don't stand alone. The old days, we had firearm skills, we had driving skills, we had arrest control, we talked about, de-escalation. These things all come together. And I think a variety of one scenario-based training is critical. And it's that mindset. A lot of it has to do with the mindset of personnel. Or they think, without being paranoid, thinking through the potential things that go bad, and amongst teams, how do they work together? How have they planned these? And I think that's kind of the key to it when you're going to have these extremely, high risk, dangerous situations with very low probability or frequency, is recognizing that the way to prepare for those is going to be the day-to-day things, the day-to-day training that happens, that builds up to it. And it's still going to require, the annual or twice a year training going through the big scenarios, but recognizing these are the skill sets that they should be working out of pretty much each and every day.
Thanks again for joining us on Mission Ignition. We hope you'll tune in again soon and make this one of your go-to sources for plain, practical thinking around the contemporary issues you, your leaders, and your organization are dealing with. In the meantime, please check us out on our website at www.teamcatalyzer.com and on LinkedIn. Remember, regardless of what business you're in, we're all primarily in the people business. Now time to get out there and ignite some great.